Good afternoon, Steve.
Good. How are you?
Mr. Stroud.
Good. My name is Steve Stroud. I'm director of the Wayne County Inspections Department. The Wayne County Inspection Department consists of 5 building code inspectors, myself being one of them, and we have 2 administrative assistants. One mainly does permitting and inspection scheduling in the main office in the lobby there, and the other one assists with budgeting issues, billing, ordering supplies, and maintaining our records. All 5 of our building code inspectors are cross-trained in all fields, building, electrical, mechanical, plumbing, and fire code now. We find that that helps in the county, especially when you're traveling from one side of the county to the other. You have one inspector that can do all aspects of the building inspections. Currently, 2 of our building code inspectors are certified with a level 3 in each of the 5 North Carolina building codes. Danny Price and myself, we're level 3 certified now. That's something we feel pretty good about. There's only 159 active level 3 inspectors in the state now. As of 1976, when the state made it mandatory that all jurisdictions had to have an inspections department, there's only been 211 total since 1976 that's achieved this goal of level 5s in all areas. Our goal is to have all 5 of our building inspectors certified in level 3 in each code. We have one more inspector that should be level 3 across the board this year sometime. Each year, our inspectors must complete at least 6 hours of continuing education. This is something that's mandated by the state. Also, if there's any upgrading of certification, you have to pass a state-sponsored school as well as pass a state exam before you're able to be licensed in a higher certification. Beginning January 1st, 2008, the Wayne County Inspection Department took over the fire code inspections for the county that the fire marshal was previously doing. All of our inspectors have obtained this fire code certification now. This is one of our most important inspections or codes that we enforce now as far as our fire codes. We do periodic inspections, inspecting the county schools twice a year for fire issues. Yes.
Could I ask a question?
Yes, Dr.
Who was doing the inspections prior to your department taking?
Brian Taylor with Fire Marshal, yes. Yes, sir, with the Office of Emergency Services.
So he is not doing any inspections now?
No, sir. The only thing he's doing stuff, fire permitting, and fire investigations, from what I understand.
Are you charging a fee for those inspections?
Yes, for some of them we are. Some of them, like the county schools, we do not charge for the county schools. We do an electrical inspection and a fire inspection for the county schools twice a year. We do that
what
free of
buildings are
charge.
required to have a fire inspection?
All new construction, any alterations or additions, periodic inspections on businesses require. That'll be in a later slide, but the foster care, nursing homes, nurseries, all of those have to have fire inspections each year to renew their certifications and their licenses with the state. And we do charge for those inspections.
Thank you.
Our website is on the county website. You go to the inspections department, and on our website we have applications for permits. Our fee schedules is on there, as well as a lot of helpful information regarding the building, electrical, mechanical, and plumbing side of our inspections. There's a lot of helpful information on there showing what we expect to see on plan review as well as what we will be looking for in the field inspecting. We have a feature now that's on the website, and I think it's on the main front page of the website where you can check the permit status. A contractor or a homeowner can go to this site if they've got their address or the inspection, the permit number. They can punch that in, pull up what their inspection was that day, and with our inspectors with the computers in the field, they're able to put it in, and the contractor can usually get there the same day if they want to check it. You don't have to go to the job site. You can pull it up on our website, and it'll give you the results of your inspection, whether it passed or failed. If it failed, we'll have some information in there why it failed. I think that is something that our contractors seem to be using more now. I think they really like that. This is the calendar year for 2012. This shows the number of permits that our department issued. There's 3,334 permits issued. 4,187 inspections were performed last year. We had 324 plans that were reviewed. That includes commercial and residential. And we had about 250 hours of training for our inspectors for the continuing education, as well as some recertifications and upgrades. The next few slides here, I'll run through them kind of quick. The different codes that we inspect is the building code, which is buildings in the process of construction, alteration, or repair. We approve the plans for construction and safety practices. We examine, we inspect, and review plans for footings, foundations, floor framing, structural framing, installation, and general arrangements of the building facilities for workmanship and design. The main purpose of the inspection department is to safeguard public health, public safety, health, and welfare through affordability, structural strength, means of egress facilities, stability, sanitation, light and ventilation, energy conservation, and safety to life and property from fire and other hazards attributed to the building environment. Some of the things that would, the energy conservation is one thing that on the federal level and the state level, it has been really been pushed hard in the last couple of years. That's one of our, we're adding a little more to inspections by the energy code, as well as plan review, because there's more that they're requiring now as far as energy conservation. We were talking earlier about a new requirement for all new homes is a vacuum, it's a vacuum test done on a home. After it's completed, they do a test on it and pull a vacuum into the house. It detects any leaks around windows, doors, the floor, ceiling assemblies, as well as the duct system. They have a duct system test now that's done for leakage tests. The electrical code, we inspect and review plans for several different types of electrical installations. We verified that the plans and specifications are in the proper installation. Also, we can investigate complaints concerning buildings that may not comply with electrical codes. We have a lot of phone calls, a lot of times people complaining, most of it is rental properties, about various issues, and we do investigate and have to take some corrections at times. Sometimes we may have to cut the power off occasionally to get the homeowner or the landowners to comply with what we're requiring for them. We do inspect the county schools twice a year, which is required by North Carolina law. We have to do that twice a year. We're making sure that the distribution panels, all the lighting, everything is in proper working order, no obstructions or in front of any panels, electrical panels, make sure that if anybody needs to get to them, they can. At the same time, as far as the fire code we were talking about, we do fire inspections on the Fayette County schools twice a year. And we're checking to make sure that the schools have had their monthly fire drills. We check the results of their test for the alarm systems, the fire extinguishing systems in the kitchens. Also, we're checking all fire extinguishers in the school, make sure that they are charged properly, that they have had their yearly inspections, as well as the monthly inspections that they have to do, the individual custodians at each school. Mechanical code consists of air conditioning systems and gas piping, for instance, LP and natural gas piping systems. Plumbing code is we inspect anything from the water distribution lines to the sewer lines to the venting through the roof. Again, the fire code, we were talking earlier about inspections of nursing homes, daycares, foster care homes. All these we have to do yearly inspections on to make sure that they comply with the state regulations so they can renew their licensing. Here's some of the larger commercial properties that we've done in the last year. One was the North Wayne Middle School. Progress Energy had a huge project out at the Lee plant. That took over a year for us to get through all the inspections there. Mount Olive asked us to do the sleep-in for them. And the Walmart Express we had in Pikeville. Also, there's one on there that's not mentioned, is Whitley Church had a big addition built onto their church. In the past, we have been asked to do inspections in other jurisdictions because of our inspectors having their level 3 certifications. A couple of years ago, we contracted with Greene County to do their jail and sheriff department annex and building. The 4-story jail they had there, plus the sheriff department and courthouse renovation. We were able to generate, just from doing those, contracting with them, somewhere close to $14,000, just us doing those inspections for them. Same thing here with the sleep-in. That was in Mount Olive's jurisdiction, but because of our certifications, they asked us to do it. The budget, last but not least. Our budget usually runs somewhere around $400,000 per year. The revenue that we generate through our permitting fees usually meets this demand. We have been very diligent in keeping our expenditures as low as possible. However, with training, continuing education, recertifications, and there's some fees due to the various licensing board with the state that are mandated. That's something that we can't avoid there. But our revenue does generally meet the demand of our office expenditures. This coming fiscal year, I would like to propose a small fee increase on our permitting. We haven't had one in several years now, and I think with the rising cost of everything, the way things are going, we need to probably increase our fees a little bit to try to keep up with the rising cost of different things. That is about my presentation.
Any
Has anybody got
questions?
any questions?
Any questions for commissioners? Mr. Aycock?
Yes, you mentioned the Walmart Express in Pikeville and the Sleep-In in Mount Olive.
Yes, sir.
The Walmart in Pikeville, is that in the city limits or?
That's in the city
It's
limits.
in the
of
city
Pikeville.
limits.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
We
Do y'all
do
have anything to do with their sanitation sewer system or anything in Pikeville far
No.
as?
We do all the permitting and inspections for the town of Pikeville and for the town of Fremont, Eureka, and Seven Springs. So we handle all the county plus the small towns. Only ones we don't do is the city of Goldsboro and town of Mount Olive.
So if they were having an issue somewhere with sewer, sanitation, whatever, I mean,
No,
y'all
sir.
would be the one inspected or?
No, not the sewer or the sanitation. That's utilities. We go
Okay.
from the house to the sewer.
Okay, all right.
That's
okay.
where ours
You
stops.
answered- Okay,
Right.
you answered my question.
Right.
Thank you.
Any other questions? I have a couple of questions on the budget.
Yes, sir.
400,000 is supplemented, you said, mainly by fees,
Yes, sir, our permitting fees.
permitting fees, and then you've mentioned, or you did not mention, how much of the 400,000 is, I guess, payroll, personnel, and I guess other would be vehicles?
Vehicles,
So can you tell me what
gas,
percentage of that 400,000 is of payroll?
about 300,000, close to it.
Okay. Vehicles, about 100,000. And you've got commercial, private, and outside the county. Generally, because we are rated, we've got higher ratings in our employees. Some of these are certified higher, so
Yes,
it, okay. And you're looking for a fee increase. Are you looking at a general fee increase across the board for,
No,
are you looking to go into the contracts, commercial and private and outside county? Are you looking to increase those, instead of just in general fees?
yeah, don't propose doing a across-the-board rate hike on their fees, but some of the commercial fees, plumbing, mechanical, I think they need to be raised some. As far as mobile home permitting, I think we're pretty good with our mobile home permitting right now. You have to get 5 permits for a mobile home, and I think we're pretty good with our mobile home permitting, but as far as the building, electrical, and plumbing, some of those on the commercial side, we do need to raise them. We are a little behind probably some other inspection departments around this area, so I think we need to increase them, not for just, to try to stay in line, but also keep up with the rising cost of everything.
And I guess follow-up question would be, how do you budget from year to year, if it's been years since we've had an increase, and during that past 7 to 8 years, if it's been longer, but we had a boom, and then it's fallen off?
That's right.
So is that what you're saying, because of the falling off? Is that why we need the increase?
No, not particularly, no. I think in the last couple of years with the large commercial jobs that we've had in the county, that's kind of offset our housing fall off. And we are starting to see an increase in housing now, as far as permitting, and we hope this trend will continue, but as far as the rate increases, having to travel through the job site, the cost of gas, like I was mentioning earlier, we've got more inspections now, more inspections required, we're spending more time on the jobs, more resources are needed.
All right.
The other issue that Mr. Stroud has brought to our office, we've talked about over the last year, is the huge increase of time to keep our people certified. The state requires much more time, where there are times where they have to go out of the office for a week or so. I mean, they have to go, or they're not going to do the inspections. And just in Stephen's time here, in my 11 years here, I mean, that's probably tripled, where the state requires them to go to this training, so it requires them to be out. And that's been a big problem for them.
Yeah, it increased right in continuing education and recertifications.
Okay.
It's a big cost.
Mr. Mayor?
Yes, I have one question. The January 1st through December 31st, 3,334 permits issued. Can you give me a comparison as opposed to what pre-recession numbers were like? Have our permits per year, have they decreased, or?
That's pretty much about in line, other than the boom we had during 2005, 2006.
Okay, about what was it in 2005?
We probably had, if I can remember correctly, somewhere about 4,000 to 5,000, somewhere in that area. I think that's about right.
But you still have the same staff now that you did back then, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. And we have seen, some fall off on as far as the new construction, as far as houses, but during this time, it seems like people are building additions now, we still require the same amount of inspections, whether it's an addition or a new house. We still start with the footing, the foundation, and work our way up.
Any other questions, comments? Thank you, Mr. Stroud.
Thank you.